So now we're going to do engine fire protection systems. The pulling out or down of an illuminated fire handle in a typical large jet aircraft fire protection system commonly accomplishes what events? Closes fuel shutoff, closes hydraulic shutoff, disconnects the generator field, and arms the fire extinguisher. After a fire extinguisher or overheat condition removed in aircraft equipment with a synchrotron donor fire detector, the detection system automatically resets. The most satisfactory extinguishing agent for an electrical fire is carbon dioxide. What is the principle of operation of the continuous loop fire detection system sensor? What is the principal operation of a continuous loop fire detector sensor? A core resistant material which prevents current flow at normal temperatures. Which of the following fire detection system uses heat in the normal testing of the system? The thermocouple system and the Lindbergh system. What are the 475 to 625? For fire detection and extinguishing possibilities, aircraft powerplant areas are divided into fire zones based on the volume and smoothness of the airflow through the engine compartments. The fire detection system that uses a single wire surrounded by a continuous string of ceramic bead and a tube is the thermal cup system? No, fin wall. But the fire detection system that uses two wires embedded in ceramic coating with a tube is the kitty. These two wires is double Dutch. Which of the following fire detection systems are commonly used in engine nozzle? I want to say kitty, but I think it's thermal. I'm going to say kitty because that's what it is. Which, let's see. Which of the following fire detection systems will detect a fire when an element is inoperative, but will not test when the test circuit is energized? I think it's the kitty and the thermocouple system. So that leaves, I knew it, the kitty, because of the ceramic beads that surround the wires. So inoperative because of ceramicness around the wires. Okay, which of the following is the safest fire extinguisher agent to use from a standpoint of toxicity and corrosion hazards? It is Halon 1301, bromo tri flu or methane. Try to say that fast. Which is the function of a fire detection system? What is the function of a fire detection system? To activate the warning device in the event of a power plant fire. How is the fire extinguishing agent distributed in the engine section? Spray nozzles and perforated tubing. A fire detection system that operates on the rate of temperature rise is a thermocouple system. How does carbon dioxide CO2 extinguish an aircraft fire? The contact with air converts the liquid into snow and gas, which smothers the flame. Which of the following fire detection system measure temperature rise compared to a reference temperature? I believe it's a thermocouple. Involving energized equipment. C. What is the operation principle of a spot detector sensor in a fire detection system? Bimatic thermal switch that closes when heated to a high temperature. Which of the following is not used to detect fires in a reciprocating engine? Smoke detectors. What retains the nitrogen charge and fire extinguishing agent in a high rate discharge container? Breakable disc or fusible disc. A continuous loop fire detector is what type of detector? A rate of temperature rise. Overheat detector. Continuous loop is an overheat detector. Why does one type of Finwall fire detection system use spot detectors wired in parallel between two separate circuits? So a double fault may exist in the system without sounding a false alarm. So a single fault may exist in the system without sounding a false alarm. So a single fault may exist in the system without sounding a false alarm. Two continuous loop fire detection systems that will not test due to broken detector elements are the Finwall and the Kitty. A fire detection system operates on principle of buildup of gas pressure with a tube proportional to temp. Which of the following systems does this? A tube. A buildup of gas pressure. Lindbergh. Continuous element system. I always remember that because the Hindenburg was a gas-filled bomb. The most satisfactory extinguishing agent for tailpipe or intake fire is carbon dioxide. The use of water on a Class D fire will cause the fire to burn violently and can cause explosions. Magnesium. Which statement best describes the blowout type indicator disc on a fixed fire extinguisher system? When the yellow indicator disc is missing, it indicates the fire extinguisher system has been discharged, normally discharged. How are most aircraft turbine engine fire extinguisher systems activated? Electrically discharged cartridges. Determine the fire extinguisher container pressure limits when the temperature is 75 Fahrenheit. $338 minimum and 424 maximum. I have to go over all the math for this before Thursday. The explosive cartridge in the discharge valve of a fire extinguisher container is a life-dated unit. A fuel or oil fire is defined as a B fire, Class B fire. Grade. Got 87. Missed a few. The fire detection system that uses a single wire surrounded by a continuous string of ceramic beads. Fin wall. Which of the following fire detection systems will detect a fire when the element is inoperative, but will not test when the test circuit is energized? The kitty system and the fin wall. A continuous loop fire detector is what type of detector? An overheat detector. Determine the fire extinguisher container pressure limits. This is a whole ordeal of math that I have to go back over, but it's 338 millimeter, 338 minimum and 424 maximum. We're gonna do that one more time because that's how we roll. Which of the following fire detection system measures temperature rise compared to reference temperature? Thermocut. The use of water on a Class D fire will cause the fire to burn more violently and cause explosions. Which statement best describes the blowout type indicator disc on a fixed fire extinguisher system? When the yellow indicator disc is missed, it indicates the fire extinguisher system has been discharged normally. The two continuous loop fire detection systems that will not test due to broken detector elements are the kitty and the fin wall system. Which of the following fire detection systems are commonly used in engine negligence? Kitty continuous loop. A continuous loop detector is what type of detector? An overheat detector. Which of the following is the safest fire extinguisher agent from a standpoint of toxicity and corrosion hazards? Halon 1301. What is the function of a fire detection system? To activate a warning device in the event of a powerplant fire. Which of the following fire detection system uses heat in the normal testing of the system? Thermocouple system in the Lindbergh. What is the principle of operation of a continuous loop fire detector system? Core resistant material which prevents current flow at normal temperatures. Determine the fire extinguisher container pressure limit when the temperature is at 75. 338 minimum and 424 maximum. What retains the nitrogen charge and fire extinguisher agent in a high rate discharge container? A breakable disc and fusible disc. How are most aircraft turbine engine fire extinguisher systems activated? Electrically discharged cartridges. Which of the following is not used to detect fires in reciprocating engine negligence? I can't say that word. For fire, it was smoke detectors. For fire detection and extinguishing purpose, aircraft power plant areas are divided into fire zones based on the volume and smoothness of the airflow through the engine compartment. How does carbon dioxide, CO2, extinguish the aircraft engine fire? Contact with the air converts the liquid into snow and gas, which smothers the flame. 475, 625. What are the fire extinguisher container pressure limits when the temperature is at 50? A fire involving energized electric equipment is defined as a class C fire. That was an accident. Why does one type of fin wall fire detection system use spot detectors wired in parallel between two separate circuits, so a single fault may exist in the system without sounding a false alarm? The pulling out or down of an illuminated fire handle in a typical large jet aircraft fire protection system commonly accomplishes what events? Close fuel shutoff, closes hydraulic shutoff, disconnects the generator field, and arms the fire extinguisher system. What is the operating principle of spot detector sensor in a fire detection system? Operating principle of a spot detector sensor in a fire detection system. A resistant core material that prevents current flow at normal temperatures. Oh man, it was a pneumatic thermal switch that closes when heated to a high temperature. Damn it. Did I get that one wrong, or did I just jump it too fast without reading them all? I'm just going to say I got it wrong. How is a fire extinguisher agent distributed in the engine section? Spray nozzle, tubing. Perforated tubing. A oil or fuel or oil fire is defined as a class B. I always go petroleum instead of petroleum. I don't know why. What helps. The fire detection system that uses a single wire surrounded by a continuous string of ceramic bead in a tube is the fin wall. Oh my god, fin wall. God. The fire detection system uses two wires embedded in a ceramic core within a tube is the kitty. Which of the following fire detection system will detect a fire when an element is inoperative, but will not test when the circuit is energized? The kitty system and the fin wall. The most satisfactory extinguishing agent for an electrical fire is carbon dioxide. The most satisfactory extinguishing agent for a tailpipe or intake fire is carbon dioxide. A fire detection system that operates on a rate of temp rise is a thermocouple system. A fire detection system that operates on a principle of buildup of gas pressure within a tube proportional to the temperature, which the following system does not statement defy Lindbergh. After a fire is extinguished or overheated condition remained in aircraft equipped with a syndron fire detection, the detection system automatically resets. The explosive cartridge in the discharge valve of a fire extinguisher container is a life-dated unit. Grade that. 93, a little bit better. I messed up on what is the operating principle of the spot detector sensor in a fire detection system. I totally answered that wrong because I know it. Pneumatic thermo switch that closes when heated to a high temperature. Probably murdered that word, but don't have time. The fire detection system that uses a single wire surrounded by a continuous string of ceramic beads. Single wire, not double wire. That would have been kitty. Single wire is fin wall system. What else? Just those 1, 2. Okay. That's all for right now.